All you need is something small. Yeah. You see, sustenance doesn't take a lot. Sustenance doesn't really take much. Yeah, but, Ghanaians, we are trained to say, Oye bema mani duane mundidi. Yeah. So, all right, we're going to get into our panel session. What I want us to do is, I know we have a lot of questions, so I'm going to give about 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A. But the Q&A, I still want to invite my panel up, okay, have them seated, and then we can begin with the Q&A, and we will segue from there straight into the panel discussion itself, okay? So we will do that in a jiffy. Yeah, I think we're okay. We have enough people in the room. It's okay, we'll start. All right, so let me call up. Is Reverend Benny here? Remember, you want to be the last person, but I won't let you be the last person. You'll be the first person. I'm calling you Reverend Benny Osedua. He is the convener of the Takeoff 2026. Let's put our hands together and welcome him to take a seat. The seats, the arrangement. You go on the other side. Okay, all right. So then we'll work it from that side. Let's put our hands together and welcome Emmanuel Dankwa, who spoke to us on developing your personal economy, finance, and investment. That was such a powerful session. Let's also put our hands together and welcome Big Godwin Mate, dangerously affecting your comfort zone. That was such a riveting session, giving us a lot of his experiences, and I was just blown away by, how you can transform your life with determination. Yeah, that was so powerful. And then I want to welcome Mr. Bernard Koku Avle, developing a growth mindset. That was such a powerful session. All right, and finally, let me call on Chairman Stephen Asian, who hasn't yet spoken, but... Oh, put your hands together for him. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so please, if we can make some... do we have one or two microphones we can make available in the audience? Okay, otherwise they can use mine. It's okay. Yeah, you can use mine. All right. There's an extra one here. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Fantastic. So, Q&A. I know you have lots of questions. So, who's going to begin? Randomly, please, let's go. We only have 10 minutes for the question. And this is the interesting thing about us. The first person to ask a question is the most difficult one. It's like, I don't want to be number one. Then when it starts, then you see, now we can't stop it at the end. Now they don't want to stop us asking the question. Okay, so please, let's go. We're going to do 10 questions maximum, and then we round it up. So make sure you are in the top 10 of the questions. We won't do more than 10. That's for sure. First person, who's going to ask? If you don't have any question, don't worry. We have a panel session we are going to do, so we can go ahead with it fully. Yeah? Anyone? You have a question there? Okay, yes, just one here, and then we'll go to the back there.
Thank you so much. I would want to also thank Reverend Benny for organizing this program. It's such an impactful one because it's already making impacts in my life, I can say. Okay, so mine has to do with the I deserve it syndrome. I have believed that when I make some money, I should give myself a treat. It's been one of my philosophies, but I think from this conference, I'm getting a reorientation, but a part of me just still says that when I get money, I work hard, I should stop to give myself that treat. I don't know if my chairman can touch on that again. If that philosophy needs to be changed entirely, or
We can do some adaptation
Yeah.
of the philosophy.
yes.
Anybody want to take that? Let me start with, let's go to Emmanuel. And
Yeah, thank you. I deserve a syndrome, yes. Oh yeah, it's good to give yourself a treat, but you always have to think about tomorrow. So, whatever you have, and you want to spend everything today, what do you have to prepare on, to stand on, to live on, and to actually plan with, right, for tomorrow? What's your preparation for tomorrow? So, let's say you have 2,000, and you want to spend all the 2,000 today, then you have nothing left for tomorrow. But you have 2,000, and then you can borrow 1,000 today and still have 1,000 left for tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So whatever you do, you just make provision for tomorrow, knowing that tomorrow will come if Christ doesn't come.
tomorrow, yeah, it will come. If Christ doesn't come, tomorrow by all means come. All right, we have another question at the back. Yes.
I think I want to add something.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. It depends on where you are on your journey. Between 2011 and 2013, I wore the same shoe, only one shoe for 2 years. But I had 35 employees I was paying on full-time payroll in the team. My focus was nothing about me. I wear the same shoe to the point my team would start complaining that, boss, it be like you like the shoe, pal. Yeah. But when I wake up, I'm thinking about payroll, I'm thinking about expansion. Those times, Busy Internet was there. I was doing some projects for them. So it was a season of delayed gratification. So you have to have that planning. You should know when to transition. Otherwise, you enjoy your deserving it too early, that you have not saved enough fuel to sustain. You see, poverty is a system. If you want to come out of it, you have to think about what he's saying, the tomorrow. And that tomorrow is in self-denial for a while. Just have your basics, your essentials, and then leave the enjoyment and all that for a later date, because you still have time to build. So that you don't enjoy today, I deserve it. Then 6 months' time, you realize that you're out of well again. You are now worse than the time you enjoyed what you deserved. Do you get it? So I think that it's important to know when to transition. Don't gratify yourself too quickly. Leave the thing that's... With time, you will see when it's time, you will know. There will be spillovers. That you know, okay, this one is a fruit. I can eat it. It's not my seed. You should wait for that season. Thank you.
Yeah, you see, because maize is both seed and food. What you do with it is what determines whether it is seed or food. It's not up to the maize, it's up to you. If you sow it, it's seed. If you eat it, it's food. But it's still maize at the end of the day. So the decision is yours. Any other question? Yes, let's go. Go ahead.
Okay. I would want to give a scenario, and then to our senior man, Sayima, will give us an idea, an answer to it. Okay, so for instance, I'm a young guy who just got employed and living on a monthly salary of, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis. I take transportation out. I take care of family. I'll support the family. I have to take care of myself as well. And I'm to plan my personal, or take charge of my personal economy. I have the urge to invest, but I'm not getting the funds to do the investment. What do I do?
Oh, I think it's simple. You're earning 1,000 in Ghana, then you need to look at your income strategy. How you can make more money, extra income. Because 1,000 will be obviously not enough. Even your basic needs, 1,000 can afford it. You can't take care of yourself, your basic needs with 1,000 cedis. So you have to ask yourself, what else can I do? How do I make extra income to supplement the 1,000? So the problem will be with your income, all right? So you need to look at how you can create other income lines to supplement your 1,000. Then, because that is where the challenge is.
Let me come in here. So the picture you described, I would say, is a typical me 2004, 2005, that area. I was earning 500 Ghana cedis. I work at Labone. I live at Coastal Estate. I didn't do Uber. Those times, no Uber. Just taxi and dropping. I was the lead of a call center. People look up to me. The latest I leave home is 4 a.m. because I need to catch Trotro and come back to work. The earliest I'll leave office was 7 p.m. Right? I fed my mother from that 500 cedis. I was religious of sending my 10% to my mother month on month. My junior brother, I took care of him from secondary school till he finished master's degree. Wow. I hope you understand. Cut your coat according to your size. Cut your coat according to your size. I could have slept and woke up around 5:30 and get to the roadside by 6, and there's so much traffic to work. I'll pick drop it. Later 6, I was at work. When I get to Coastal Estate Junction, then I get to that side. I'll say, here, circle. Later 6, I'm there because I don't want to do the rush hour until I'm late. It was consistent for about 3 years. So cut your coat according to your size. And the progress, look, I went to school all by myself in that money. That's the question you need to ask yourself. I didn't invest, I saved. I didn't do investment. I saved for school. So when I hear people that I don't have money, I can't go to school, I smile. I went to school. I went to school through that money. And if you work hard, thank God the poverty made me spend long hours in the office, which then now people realize that I'm hardworking. So I got promoted. People got to know that this guy, he will kill himself for 6 days continuous. Look, I don't even stay home. Let me tell you a trick. I was working 6 days just because I'll get free food at work. I'm serious. That's not a joke. I'm serious. Everybody works 5 days. But I was doing Monday to Saturday consistently for about 3 years. There's nothing at home. There's no food at home. What are you doing? It's TV3 that I'll be watching. Those times when I switch on TV, I can hear their sound, their signature tune in my head. That's the only thing you can watch. So when I wake up in the morning, Saturday, what will you do? I pick my trotro small, go. I'll get some breakfast to eat at work and get lunch. When I close, I come back. And I was working, learning how to do PowerPoint, learning Excel sheet all by myself. So officially I became a team lead. And then Zane appeared in Ghana and they looked out for me. My own junior people said, this guy is hardworking. Let's go and, boss, go and employ this guy to come and lead us. And that's what changed. From 500 cities to 2,700. That's the difference.
I wanted to just add something.
Wow.
So 2004, this is when you're earning 500. But that, don't forget, at that time, at that time, national service, they were paying us 150.
Yeah.
And my first salary was 250. So the 500.
It was something.
Because I was thinking, I remember 2004, national service allowance was 150. And some men added 100. So my first salary, August 2004, was 250 Ghana cedis. I still have the letter.
Wow.
So, of course, I was living at Medina, and a car was taking me. But 250 as a media guy, he's so, I'm just trying to say that so that you don't think that. See, don't look at the 500 from today.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just trying to say.
It's misleading
because
if you think about it in today's
day.
day.
So if national service is 150 national, that's what they were paying nationally.
Yeah.
So he was earning 3 times. But think about it. National service now is even 600 or 700.
750.
So that's 750 times 3 is about 2,500. So it was earning less than 3K. So it's based, if you look at like the way we calculate it, if 700 is national service times 3 plus 50 cities, so maybe around 3,000 cities. Today's money is still tough to live at Teshinungwa and Kam. So it's the same thing. Just that the 500, don't look at it from today. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to just add, I think we can appreciate since you're trying to add a bit of an angle, in addition to the contributions made. You see, that 1,000 cities you're talking about, deserving something, but then someone spoke about not actually investing but saving. You see, there is a mindset I've come to see about money that I think changed the game. And you're correct. 2004, that was before Kufuor.
Yeah. Kufuor's first term.
First term.
Yeah.
But by then, they had just wrapped around the CD.
Not yet.
Not yet.
7.
So then it means that 500 was like 5 million.
Yes.
Then.
Yes.
Okay. But 5 million now is a different story.
Yeah.
Okay. But here is the point. See, there's something that scares me about the Bible and the way it's emphatic about certain truths. The Bible says we should live circumspectively. And he ends by saying that there is an evil day. Whether you like it or yes, believe it or not, that day creeps on you quietly. And you must better be ready for it. When you earn 1,000, understand that you don't spend and save what is left because nothing will be left. But you save and spend what is left because you know that there can be trouble tomorrow and you must be ready for it. This is why it's important that in conversations like this, we remind ourselves, and for me, that's the mentality. If I earn 1,000 and my plan is to save 50 cedis, then I know that my income is not 1,000. But right from the onset, I know my income is 950. So that I don't think and budget around 1,000, but I think that 50 is not mine, it's for that evil day. Because when that day shows up, trust me, you better have the resources. A friend said that I think I've heard Big G also said it before, but a Nigerian friend, he said that have money, even when you don't have need for it. Because it is better to have money and not have the need than to need money and not have it on an evil day.
Let me add something. You know, if you can manage 1,000 cities, then you can as well manage 950. If in a month, you can manage 1,000 without borrowing, then 950 you can also manage. So that 50, you can save it, and that will help you for tomorrow.
Okay, I would like to add something. So, Chairman said something that you should cut your coat according to your way, right? But I've seen situations where there's no coat to even cut. Like, are you with me? Who has been there? No, but nothing there. And there's still problem. So I want to address that side. Now, that same 2004 Chairman was talking about. Interestingly, we all have similar story within that same period. It's amazing. I was in my final year in the university, and I had to find a way to do work in a cafe. Most of the IT things I do today, and this was in Nigeria, because I did my first degree in Nigeria, are the things I actually learned. And it falls back to what Bernard was talking about, that a professor who has learned is different from a practitioner who has done to know. You see, they are not the same. I learned most of those things in the cafe. Now, whilst I was working at the cafe, I decided that I would leave at the cafe. Those times we used to do night browsing. Did you do that in Ghana? You pay something, people come and browse the whole night, then the morning we reset the server, then they go. So because I was broke, there's no hope going home, because if you go Mecca. So I was staying there, then I bath at the back of the cafe. We had a huge generator. I know in Nigeria there's no light. So I would wake up early, go and stand by the generator and bath, then prepare again, come and sit down by 6 a.m. and I'll work there, day and night. Now, there's no code. So what did I think about to do to earn extra income? That also addresses what you are saying, because sometimes you just need to earn a little more to be able to even get enough codes to cut. I used to go to Yahoo Messenger chat room those times. You remember Yahoo Messenger? Yeah. Then I'll be looking for opportunities. I'll be go and type there and say, oh, I can prepare this. I can design this. Who needs this kind of service? You'll be LinkedIn. Yes, before LinkedIn, there's a Gen Z thing. And you'll be surprised. I started getting people from Pakistan, China, India, those days, America, in the chat room that will say, oh, can you do this document for me? I want to type so. I say, yes, I can do it. They will send it to me and I'll do it. It's now left to how they will pay. Then I had to go and do research on how I can receive money in Nigeria from America. And all those things were online. Before I knew it, I was earning $20, $10. And that time, if you convert it to Naira, it was big. I realized that, yeah. Then from there, I started learning coding, proper coding. Going to the university, they dry around codes. You just teach the thing on the board. We don't even have the compiler to compile it to see whether it will run. So the cafe that I went to as a cafe attendant, I now took the opportunity to have access to internet without paying, because I'm the administrator. So I was learning new things there, acquiring new skills, and guess what? That principle has not changed. Today we have Fiverr. There are so many opportunities. Most of you are on TikTok. You are just wasting data. You don't know that same TikTok, I don't know whether I have experienced this, senior, but if you travel right now, if you land in Washington right now, that's something I've experienced when I travel, the entire algorithm of social media changes. Yeah. The feed changes. Yeah. I'm shocked. So they have deliberately beamed content that are demeaning, that will not make you think, to Africa. Once you enter Washington right now, everything you are seeing is about investment, about savings, about mortgage, about everything that will make you a better person. So you have to re-engineer that thinking, because the system has not been naturally designed for success. All the content you are seeing is boobs, ass, stupid dancings, all kinds of things on TikTok. But if you can now personalize your feed by the kinds of things you look for, then the algorithm will now know that, okay, you want something different from what is being given to you by default. So you have to now use that to learn new skills. And the opportunities are there. Do you know that if you can write like Bernard Fraser, if you're a writer, I can personally give you opportunity websites that pays $200 per post. $150 per post, article. You just write articles. So all the articles I've been writing on Facebook for free, somebody just opened my mind and said, do you know you can earn money from this? I say, wow. So when I pick the article I've written for general knowledge for people to learn, I readapt it. Then I post it in that place. And they will credit my PayPal. $100, $150. It can do something. Yes. Aha. So listen. So listen, when you finish, it's not a secret. It's just that you are not aware it exists. When you finish, just type on Google, just type how to earn income for writing an article. That's all. Website that pays for writing an article. I've told you, this is it. This is the mystery. You try it. You will see plenty. And it takes persistence. Don't think that you saw it. No, that's what we don't have. The staying power. Most of us, you try something 1, 2, 3 days, they think, Charlie, no be true. The people, they use something else. They don't tell us the actual truth. But this is the whole truth. It's persistence. I did it for more than 6 months before I started seeing results. Now, when it starts getting stable, you see that it's now consistent. Now, they've now noticed that this particular author produces quality content. So anytime I write, they shelf it. Once they publish it, they send me an email and pay my PayPal. It's just passive income that is there. So on a day that I'm stranded with cash flow, even though you have capital gains, I just remember that, I have some money that I'll just move it. All of you can do it. Once you have internet and a brain, and even how to write well, you can still learn that one too. AI can even teach you that. So this is how to increase your quote. Thank you.
Once you have what? Internet and what? Uh-huh. And we have both. All of us here have both. So you don't have any excuse. Wonderful. You wanted to ask a question?
Okay, thank you so much. And before I move to my question, can we put our hands together for our speakers? Can you help me? They have done marvelously well, and I must say this program is very insightful. Also, so my question is, Mr. Dankwa spoke about learning a new skill, and Big Gordon also said that. And my question is that I've heard of AI. I want to learn it. How and where do I start from? Thank you.
I'm taking this because I'm an AI engineer and I get this a lot. Let me tell you, a lot of people that talk about AI don't understand it. Okay. There are 2 directions. How I will think AI as an engineer is different from how I will advise you to go about it, because you are basically a user. You just want to know how to use it to make money, not necessarily how to create solutions with AI. Even though you can do that too anyway. Now, you have to choose a path. There are so many paths. There's a path called AI governance, which is a big area most people are not looking at. Everybody's thinking about vibe coding and all that, but because of the autonomous nature of AI, that AI is now beginning, in fact, projection is saying that AI could gain consciousness with time. That's another level. But those of us who are even AI engineers, we are even afraid of what we are doing. I'm telling you. Yes, if we are in our group and we are discussing AI, we realize that this thing we are doing is like it's spiritual. Because the way the thing is behaving, I'm serious. we think that this thing is not just technology. We are just calling technology. It's beginning to behave like us. Because even AI now has agents that can actually blackmail you. Yes, so for instance, and I'm saying this for a premise to educate you. For instance, imagine that you write an email in the organization and say, okay, this is our strategy for the next 5 years, that this particular AI agent or this kind of model will not use it again in the next 5 years because we have to adapt to a new model. The AI agent will pick that information and speak to other agents that this is the plan they have in this company. They want to eradicate us in the next 5 years. So what is our plan? Autonomously, you don't have to know. What is our plan? What's our strategy? It's okay. Bernard Ables sent a certain email to a certain lady who he wants to date. And that lady is also saying that he has a naked picture of Reverend. So they will look for something based on access to information. That's good for blackmail. You are there, then Bernard Ables will receive your email and say, okay, you plan to remove us 5 years' time, but we actually have this information about you. Will you decide to keep us so that we will not make it public? Because we can send it to bloggers. Yes, and anything is AI. And you can't arrest AI and take him to court. So, so the governance is also another area. So you can decide that I want to be an AI governor. What it means is that you will be part of the people that will learn how to create borders and rules and structure for even AI to behave and have limits so that AI can't just do anything. That's a way. Another thing is that you can learn AI tools. That's where I think you can start from. Because where I'm talking about governance requires certain fundamental knowledge, which will take you time. Now, AI tools are a lot. Gamma, we don't do PowerPoint again. PowerPoint is outdated. There are better AI tools that will do better presentations than PowerPoint. One of them is called Gamma. You should learn about it. So you can go on YouTube or Facebook, on Google, and type AI tools for this. AI tools for that. It will give you those tools. Then all you need to do is to download the tool, take your time, go to YouTube, follow tutorials, and learn how to use that tool. Once you master that tool, there is market for you to use that tool to create whatever you want to create, including solving problems and getting services done. Am I confusing you? You're okay?
No.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now, there's also a path. There's a place called ClickTech. You can write it down, ClickTech. When you finish, go to Google and type ClickTech. It will show you about 30 AI tools that you can learn in 30 days. Master, you don't need 4 years degree again today to start making good money using AI tools. I'm telling you the truth. You don't need to go and do MSc AI. You can do that if you want to be a professional like me. But making money, you have to make to save. Yeah. If you don't make it, there's nothing to save.
You don't pay people to do for you.
Yes, exactly. So do that. And I'm saying that no AI beyond ChatGPT. And ChatGPT itself can tell you what other AI tools you need to learn. It's just your prompt engineering mindset. So even the same AI, to the question you asked me now, you could have asked AI. How do I even know how to use AI? Tell me how I can know you better and how much tools I can use. And he will still advise you on what to do. Do you get it? So it's just a very broad spectrum. Everybody's confused. They just go for AI conferences, come back, everybody doesn't know what they are talking about. But for a lay person, what you need to focus on is what AI tools can I master that I can use to solve problems. Then when you finish, you register yourself on places like Fiverr, freelancing platforms. And you say, oh, I'm an AI specialist. Then you define what you can, because AI has different verticals. We need to know what you are doing. Oh, I know these tools. I can use this to solve this problem. I can use this to solve this problem. You can even do video editing. And you use AI to learn how to do editing, video editing, using AI tools. So you are not using Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, like the traditional media people. You have now finally found out how can use AI to create your own editing. That's your specialty. And I tell you, you'll be surprised. You just start like that, start making noise about it. You will get people, because you will do crazy things with that small AI tool that those who are using traditional tools cannot do. That's when people start willing to pay you. Is that okay?
All right, one more question. I said 10, but we can't do 10, so one more.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you. My name is...
Oh, you've been waiting to... okay, go ahead.
My name is Edmond Awaiti. And Bernard, thank you for the presentation. Consistently, you've been making an impact in our lives. And then I would like to know, what are the key secrets to your success? You've been relevant in every presentation. I mean, I have to commend him. He buys most of my books for me. And then every presentation that he has done that I've been, he made so much impact. what has been the secret to that? What are some of the mistakes that we, the younger generation, are making that you think we have to actually we have to avoid? And
number one is discipline for him. Discipline.
Your presentation, you mentioned about good planning. I would like to know what are the key components.
Oh, everybody's allowed one question, no? Yeah, only one question, please. Please.
Yeah. So you said you
no,
the younger
so let him
generation.
have it. You have a, yeah. Last question, please.
Is it that I look old or you are young? You are younger because I don't.
Last question, please. I beg you. We'll have to do it after. Yeah. Last question. You will, yeah.
So on behalf of the younger generation, because I'm not that old and you don't look that young. I wish I had one answer. Look, faith is important. Family is also very important. I've been lucky. My father was, if my father wasn't educated, I wouldn't be here. He was the first person in his family to go to school. Then he married my mother, and the rest is history. So some of it is family. Some of it is also faith to keep me where I am, right? And I'm trying to know God, because for me, the work I do, media work is some way, and me, I want to keep my true north. I'm not looking for a lot of things. So the Lord has helped me as well. And I also think some friends, I've had some solid people. I have some very solid friends. I remember I have a WhatsApp group of 3 guys, right, who are like my very good friends, who I bounce off some ideas from. And they can also check on me, hey, what's up? What are you doing? That kind of thing. So you need accountability. So accountability structures. And I was also exposed to successful people very early. When I went to the university, Maximus, McDiamond, there were guys who were ahead. When I was level 100, there were guys in level 400. They said, Rita, your brother is coming to campus. We will help him. So I've been mentored too. So success is not one thing. It's many, many things. You notice everything I've said starts with F, so you can remember. Family, faith, friends. So it's just so that I can remember. It doesn't mean that that's the only thing. So I'm giving you 3. He mentioned 1 too. Discipline. Yeah, so yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. We can say fastidious discipline to help you. You see, that's it. So that the F comes inside. Fastidious discipline. Yeah. All right. So one more question, then we go to the panel. Then we can do, when the panel is done, then we'll do a few more after the panel. Then we're good to go. Okay.
So my question goes to Mr. Dankwa.
We should just do more questions. We should just do more questions. Okay. So, fair enough. Let's do. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I want you to actually differentiate between savings and then investment. So, generally for most of us, many people have been, I would say, so we know about the 70-20-10 rule, which is basically to do how much you spend, pay your tithes, and then the rest normally for savings. So what actually will inform, or what strategy actually informs the difference, or how you allocate what you want to do between the savings and then investments?
All right, so determine how much to save in terms of percentage allocation depends on you. One, depends on your goal, how much you want to be able to accumulate within the period that you want, right? And then it also depends on your income. So some can even save 70% of how much they earn and still be fine. Some too can do just 10 or 20, right? But yes, as a Christian, I believe in tithe. So when your 10% is, you pay your tithe, your 10%, the remaining 90%, at least you can do 10, right? Or yes, at least you can do 10 as you say. So with the savings, you're accumulating the funds. Savings is not making the money work for you, because what we pay on savings is just something small just to keep up, if it's even able to keep up with inflation, right? But when it comes to investment, you are committing the money to work for you, right? So you normally save to accumulate the funds. Then the funds shouldn't remain at the savings, because you will not really earn anything much from there. But you have to convert the money into investment where you commit the funds to work for you. All right, so you save to accumulate, then you invest to make the money grow.
Yeah. Is that good? Yeah? All right. We are doing more questions, by the way, so please feel free. Let's go.
Hello. My question is, when it comes to we the young people, when we are going to start a business, our mindset and our self-doubt is very strong. How do we fight through that?
The mindset and self-doubt is very strong. So how do we fight through that?
I haven't started in a big business. But what I'll say to you, though, is that there's always you can learn from people, all right? So you work to learn before you work to earn, all right? So whatever business you want to start, the kind of thing you work with somebody who's done it before to gain the confidence. So that's what I would say. And I think it's very rare for you to just start fresh, not having worked for anybody. I mean, he's doing internet cafe. All of us have worked for somebody before. Yeah, so I feel like that helps you get the discipline, the structure, and then you learn the secret. So when you are working for somebody, the most important thing you learn is not the money. You get his secrets. All right. So the people who taught me how to do public speaking, I used to serve them. They would send me to buy food, and I watch them do it. You get it? So I feel like if you want to deal with those things, work with somebody you admire, and don't let money be the focus. So you can sort of imbibe, because it's when you see them in action that you get it. And the way you will get it, if you don't get it in a business school, right? See how he deals with problems. So like you are working with this guy, see how he thinks, the way he deals with challenges. It teaches you something that will make you more confident. Because entrepreneurship is not learned in the classroom. You can learn about it in the classroom, but you actually learn it on the ground. Huh? So I would advise you to pick someone who you can learn from. And in learning from the person to help with your self-doubt, you can also pray. You know, we shouldn't underestimate the power of prayer. I mean, when I started doing my morning show, it was difficult. Like, Charlie's guy is not funny, it's not working, you know. But my boss believed in me, seriously. My boss used to tell me that what you know at this age, even Komla didn't know it. I didn't know whether I was speaking the truth or not. So my boss gave me a lot of confidence. And I also believe that I can do something. You know, when I pray, I like, Charlie, no, I have something to offer, because I didn't have anything to show. You know, so there's a place for that too. So you need to pray for God to give you wisdom. Give God, so, okay, a lot of people pray, help me. Let me tell you 3 things to pray for. Give me wisdom to distinguish and to know what to do. Or give me a plan. Number 1. Number 2, give me people. When God wants to help you, he gives you people. When Satan wants to destroy you, he brings a person. So God, lead me to the right people. So the first one is for wisdom or a plan. All right. And number 3, give me favor. Because one day of favor is worth a lifetime of sweat. Somebody can say, Charlie, I have some guy, he likes Mr. Aloski. Hey, Charlie, my enemy have big here. Charlie, he's bringing things to me. I don't know, opening doors, you know, all kinds of things. You need favor too. All right? So that's just 3. I'm not saying it's an exhaustive list, but you need God to give you wisdom. And those things all will give you confidence. The right people, and then to give you favor. Charlie, you will do it.
Okay, so I'll just add a few things. You know, confidence and that self-doubt is a gap. It's a lacuna in you that shows that you lack something. And most times it's triggered by ignorance. Knowledge, the Bible uses knowledge puffed up. When you are knowledgeable about something, you have confidence. Even when you are going to write exam, you know you have learned the thing properly. The vim you used to enter the exam is different from when you do that, Charlie. This time around, be like, I know Shada, prepare well. So those things happen. My IT company is 20 years old. I've seen all kinds of seasons. The ups and downs, the GRAs, the AMAs, I've seen mad seasons. Court issues, injunction, all kinds of drama. We have survived. And like what Bernard is saying, there's a lot to learn through that. I picked a lot of lessons from my boss. You know, when I work at a cyber cafe, he was a software engineer. and I wanted to be a software engineer at the beginning. So even though I was in my final year in the university, I realized that what I was learning in the classroom was just giving me theoretical fundamentals, but I needed hands-on knowledge. So I went to work at a cafe for free. That's actually what made me get a job. I said, you should not worry, I'll work here for free. So if it's free human resource there. We love it. That's something my dad put in my head as a child. My dad is a pastor. So I used to learn a lot. We used to do Sunday school together, and I learned a lot about the power of service, learning to serve people, to have a foot in the door. I'll never forget it. It's one of the gifts my dad gave me. And that's how I learned through my boss. My boss is now a professor in Canada. And this is 2003, 2004. And to today, that relationship is, yes, my boss is an AI governor in Canada. He consults for banks there. And I'll just be here. He will just send me a mail. I have a gig for you. How far have you gone with your AI knowledge? Then he'll give me a test. I'll write it. He'll say, okay, you are not bad. You can do better. But I have something you can do. You give it to me. Because I took a decision to just walk around Ibadan looking for cafes about 20 years ago and enter a place and saw a man and say, oh, I just want to work, don't pay me. It has trickled down to where I am today. So look for people who are in the direction of where you are going. As I say, you can go to CTF and you want to be a media person. They say we don't have space, our budget is tight, we don't have payroll. Don't worry, I'll trek and come to work. One day, Bernard will take a look at you. This guy, come, let's sit down. Where are you from? Your boss may not even know this for a long time, but because of your consistency and you are there, he's building you yourself. You are working on yourself. Oh. Do you think you are working for them? But no, you are actually benefiting from them, from that environment. Because you see so many situations and you see how they handle it, so that when you start yours, you can borrow that knowledge. That gives you confidence. That's one of the things that helps my IT company. Now, let's compare it to a certain business I started that failed. Yeah. After COVID, during COVID, after we were coming out of COVID, 2021 or so, I said, essential services were exempted from lockdown. It means that it's good, though. Everybody's eating, everybody's buying water. So let me start a water factory. And then my sister also came and gave me Vim. Oh, water, you can't sell water and fail. Food, oh, people will buy. Oh, this and that. I got a Vim. I had some money there. Got some investors, put money together. I raised about 6 million. Put a beautiful water factory there. As I speak to you now, it's closed now. I'm in debt on that business. The mafia in that business is mad. Hey, from logistics to drivers to fuel station to everything is bazaar. I say, who put me into this problem like this? Because I was moved by emotions and hearsay. Water. Everybody drinks water. That's how you start a restaurant and it will close down. So building from where you have been, learning from people who have been there is the best way to grow anything. In Nigeria, there's an Igbo tribe. I don't know if you know them. They do apprenticeship. They don't believe in all this university plenty like that too. They will go and work for them. They will follow the footsteps of their family and their father and their uncle B, who is selling spare parts. He will build like that, follow him apprenticeship for 10 years, then he will graduate. Give him another 10 years, he's a millionaire. And he will start training his child like that. That process actually works. The same thing, I came to Ghana. I didn't have a job. My dad said the Holy Spirit told him that I should come to Ghana, that doors will open for me here. This is where my land filled with milk and honey is. What he didn't tell me is that there are giants in that same land. So I got together thinking that my dad is a prophet. He has spoken. Everything, doors will open instantly. I was home, roaming, nothing. I come at that. I already see anything. Where will I meet my Melchizedek? He said, you go out there and go and sell your skills. So I went to Kofoda Poly that time. Went to computer science department and said, I'm from Nigeria. I'm a graduate. I'm a software engineer. I can write this code and I can teach. I love to teach. I love to lecture. The man called Matthew Ofori, he was the head of HOD at computer science. He said, okay, what can you lecture? I said, any course in computing. He said, okay, I'm going for a 2-unit class now. Can you follow me? I will test you if you're okay. But it's a government institution. I'm not employing you. I said, don't worry, I'll work for free. Same thing free again. Then he took me to a class. I asked them, what is he teaching today? So they were learning 3-tier computing then. I said, okay, let me look at the note he wrote. He gave me, I saw what they have read. I said, okay, write. Everybody was looking at me. I said, I'm continuing the notes. Let's work. So the man went to sit at the back, and I started dictating notes from my head. More than 3 hours. And I was drawing, explaining the charts, the 3-tier computing, the server, the database layer, everything. I will finish when I will clean it again, draw everything, label. When I finished and went back to the man he now have to listen to me well. It looks like what I said, I didn't hear. He now finally have to ask me, what did you say again? He said, you are from where? I explained everything again. Say, you are mad. You are crazy. You know what? I'll find a way to regularize your stay here. But for now, let's do it. Even if it takes 1 year, it will take time. With a government institution, things don't move fast. I said, don't worry. So I was trekking from Kinke Factory to Kofodia Poly every day for a year with no fee. Sometimes I have to fast because there's no money. But eventually, I got my foot in the door. They put a vacancy there after 1 year. And as I was going around there, I was looking for opportunity. They didn't have a website. So I said, institutions like this don't have a website. So I created a website in my house, put it, so these are how to build. It's not, you're asking him what's the secret, there's nothing extraordinary anywhere. The last thing I'll add to is the prayer. Don't joke with prayer, especially in these environments. There are all kinds of unseen forces, evil, negative forces, even from family, from don't underestimate it. Yeah, we may say it's superstition, but I think there's a little bit of truth there from my experience. So be prayerful, because prayer also grants you favor. There can be 5 people qualified for the same thing. Why should they choose you? It's just some grace. So that also works. I think this is very important.
Right. Let me add a little. Sorry I came late. I was going to present on building relationships, right? And people, thank you, Bernard. People is critical. You can't take it away, right? Man has stopped falling. So if the man will come through somebody, right, through human being. There was one point I was going to mention and say, build before need. So you need to build a relationship now for future. Before you need it. Build before need. There's one big conference that happens in Ghana every year. I'm very integral part of that conference. Nobody knows. The first one happened, I did analysis of the conference and sent to the person. And I said, look, this conference is powerful. The first one, I didn't feel it. I came, I left 2 hours. I watched the rest online. This is how we can structure it. Within 20 minutes, I got an email back, and the person said, when are you available to talk? I said, now. The person sent a Zoom link. I so remember, I was sitting in Uganda. I was in Uganda. Sat behind Zoom. And I was so shy of the person. I was like, yes, boss. Yes. He said, so, Stephen, what can you do? I said, we can restructure and everything. I finished that conversation around 7 p.m. I slept 4 a.m. But the following morning, the person woke up. I've done more than a 35-point presentation for the conference for the person. 0, no money. Free. And the conference has run for, I think, about 6 years. Every year, the person will come and say, Stephen, the conference is coming. What do you think we'll do? I say, okay, last one was good. Let's do this. These are the speakers, I think, based on how things are going, the conversation in Ghana, I think 1, 2, 3 people will catch the news. Let's do this and do that. Nobody has seen me on the flyer before. Nobody has seen me at the event before. Most of the times, I don't know, by design, I'm somewhere out of Ghana, or I'm in Ghana in a conference or doing something. But consistently, I've supported. I'm building that relationship for when I need that person to come into my life. So we are so quick to build relationship, and if I don't get benefit from it, no. You know what I mean? So build before need. Learn. Walk up to people and learn. Look, I was telling national service people and say, look, I want to get to a point where national service, when you're done, the company must chase you. But now people are saying, yeah, my national service, 750, you know, I mean, you are late. No. Look, you need to make sure that you have some relationship that is more beneficial to the person, not you. Exactly. He said he was washing clothes. Do you know the clothes that we wash for people? Do you know the cars that I've washed?
You are still washing.
Look, I live in a house, that guy has 5 cars. So how many cars will he drive? But every day I was washing all the 5 cars. Every blessed day, I was washing the 5 cars. One day I was saying, Charlie, ube he car. He told me himself, what's ube he car? Many are children like a maba. Hotel of the car. Then he's a very like a ruffian. So he's a Charlie Paddy. What you need to many It's a relationship. I'll tell you this. Let's twist it. Like one of my cousins, well-to-do, when we were growing up, well-to-do, he took care of me. He was there for me when I was growing up. For the past 3 years, all that he needs to do is tell me that, remember Ghana, 18th. I'll make a car available. Car is fuel for him. Everything. He built the relationship those days. The need now is me. Now he can't let me do anything. No. He's scared to tell me. He says, Charlie, me won't say me fear no roof need leak you. Make say me kwa kwahwe. But the next time he calls me, say I fix it. I him say yeah. So now he said, you cannot go send you again, no, because you go do it. He built a relationship those days. But now, anything he needs. I just said that he's bringing his kids in March to Ghana. I just told the wife, I said, send me their passport. I bought tickets for them. Wow. He's not aware because he invested in that relationship. The same applies to us. So when you have a professional, you have a business, you want to create a business, go learn under someone. Go and learn. Bernard said, look, the things they teach you in classroom, it's not the same. Exactly. No, the interview you see Bernard do to people and they tell you how they are survived. It's not the truth. They don't tell you the truth. Unless you are close to the person, and then you see the struggles when people, I've seen businessmen crying like this before. They will never say on radio or TV that they cried. I've seen businessmen sit down like this and they say, listen, me dream and dream. But they'll never say it on radio. So when you get opportunity, somebody who is senior to you, or somebody who is doing better, it might not be even age, yes, but the person is better than you. Humble yourself. Learn. Learning is you giving everything. Now the kids, everything is about money. Everything is about money. Everything is about money. No, it will not help. You need some skills that education, classroom, and formal education cannot give you. And that's how you can only succeed in this life. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. I just want to see, can we do it again? I think I think this conversation shouldn't end. My reason is simple. I think it's the pivot of everything that happens around. The business jobs are free. For 2 years, I think we've placed about 420 people, right? One of the things that scares me, I'm sorry, I'm talking about my scare a lot because of the engagements I've had over the period. A lot of people come from school and they're being taught that be your own boss. I think the most dangerous concept of curriculum that is happening to our generation are people going into university campuses, telling young people that you don't need to work for anybody, you can be your own boss. That is a curriculum of destruction. See, they are talking about the currency of service. What service can turn you out into? I met a Ugandan in South Africa, and it was just a drink cup, just hanging around with it. Then he said something. So when you get into a company, and this is before I worked for MTN, he said, get in, get it, before you get out. Whoa. Look, everything that stuck with me about my development hangs on this. When I work for you, I don't only work in that department. I'm interested in everywhere. Because as you get in, so yes, I'll do my bit, but I have nothing to do. I'm interested in what's happening in the next department. So I understand a bit around accounting. I understand things around sales, customer service, audit. Look, this is how I got groomed to becoming a general manager for one of the biggest distributors in Ghana today. In fact, the only distributor in Ghana with a modernized warehouse, the whole Ghana, right? Because I can speak to every different department within the organization. I say again, get in, get it, get out. Today, people at 4:58 are standing by the gate and ready to leave. I could be at work till 10 p.m., not because I get paid overtime. I don't need the overtime. I understand that certain conversations happen at the business that does not happen 8 to 5. Dude, I can tell you, I've been in certain rooms, and those conversations will not happen at the meetings with the people wearing the suits and the ties. You see, one of the things that will cheat your destiny is trying to be right. Because Reverend Istudanaba said, if you claim for all your right, you will never do some of the things right. It is very important for us to understand the power of service. What just availing yourself to do things to assist people. Bishop James Hart said something. He said human beings are doors, and the key to access them is relationships. Where you understand. So let me give you an example. I got to City TV because I knew one person. I don't know anyone at City. I met this gentleman some years ago. A friend introduced us, we spoke. And out of that conversation, we kept it at that. Isolatedly, he would check on me, I'll call to check on, and we've always said, Charlie, let's have lunch to hang out. It never happened. But we kept that respect too. Then one day was like, we're looking for someone who can speak to things around maybe etiquette and, things like that. Actually, I met this trainer somewhere. Bernard trains fantastic. Maybe let's bring him in. That was the first day I walked into City. My relationship with City had maintained till today. Through that, I've met great people through the organization. Let me say this. You are doing yourself a huge disfavor by thinking that the rewards in life are always in cash. Because there are currencies that money cannot trade. Money is good, but money is not everything. When the Bible says that money answereth all things, you didn't understand the scope. Money answers the things it can answer. If you think it's a joke, cross the next junction, go to Ridge. You will find people with the money that the money cannot save the person on the bed. So money is not everything. There are things I have gained in life that money didn't buy. And it's important you understand. Look, people must understand that some people you will meet will just be merely like scaffolding. Scaffoldings don't stay with the building. They come to play a part, and when they are done, they will move on. The problem is, sometimes we want to keep some people that should move on as people that must stay on the building. And it doesn't help. Some people have converted their scaffolding as part of the decoration for the building. And the troubling thing about it is we have made this our lifestyle. So someone could come into your life to just play a little role and move on. You turn them into your boyfriends or girlfriends and things like that. And it destroys everything that you can gain on that journey. Coming to talk back to career. Today, I say to people, it is important to understand there are rewards that are bigger than money. Trust me. You see what he said? That, I will do it for free, I will do it for free. Today's generation don't understand that language. So, you know what? When they see us do it, they call us fools.
Yep.
You should ask. Some of my team members from work are serving. That's how they say, oh, no, we want you to volunteer. Because what they don't understand is, I'm telling that when a business owner is making a decision about who can be able to be injected into a business, they're looking for people with initiative but also available. A very skillful, talented, competent person who is not available is useless. What is the use of your skill if you cannot be available to use it? So please, for those of you who have been trained that you can be your own boss, they have lied to you. Because the things they teach in school is not the curriculum on the ground. When you get there, you will see things differently. Like the Nigerian, I'm telling you, you know, those things are no jokes. When they tell you that GRA has come to visit, they will talk slow. But it's so powerful. When you see a boss handle AMA, look, I've learned so. I didn't know that you cannot take GRA to your nicely set office because their brain a measure of you changes. And the calculation, look, the aesthetics you have in your office. GRA come, you have 3 ACs in your office. There is the desk, there is the coffee table, there is a setup of a conference. You're like, Charlie, this one big. The ruler they came with changes immediately. you understand what I'm saying? So when GRA comes, you meet in front of the toilet. That's where you set up the meeting. And you look sober. Take off the tie. Fold the shirt. Do you understand? And from a body being more fun than you. A honorable say, free handcuff. You are quick in the conversation. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Let me add this about the relationship. When you come for programs like this, conferences, summit, please go with the purpose. Personally, what I do, one of my top things that my objective is to create relationship, meet people, create contact. That is my number one reason I go for conference, summit, and then some meetings. So I was doing something. I wanted to interview MD of GCV Bank. I sent letters. I wasn't getting an appointment. So we were doing something for GCB, the board of directors. But I was also engaged with Fidelity. I was very engaged the whole day. But this meeting was going on at Kempinski. I said, no, I must go there. So I managed to make some time. And then I went to Kempinski. We were in a meeting. I spoke with him. And that same day, I got an appointment. Wow. That same day. Which something I was chasing, I was not getting. But I went there and I got it. I just greeted him, show my face, and I got an appointment. So when you meet like this, you go for, don't be so please contact somebody, create that relationship. And please, when you create that relationship, respect it, don't abuse it. Thank you.
All right. So let me just quickly, yes, you want to say something? Okay. That will be the very last question are you going to ask a question? Yeah. So yours is the very last question for the entire day, and we are done. Okay. So let me just read this real quick before you ask a question. Philippians 2, verse 3, 4, and 5. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but to the interests of the others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus. Please ask your question. 3 to 5. Please ask a question.
I'd like to start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Forgive. I work with the Bible Society of Ghana. Personally, I feel like what we invested in this summit is not worth what we are gaining. It is too much. I want to really appreciate our speakers. Can we please put our hands together? Thank you so much for putting aside every other important thing you had to do today and investing in us. My question is, what I'm taking out of here personally is acing in every aspect of your life, succeeding excellently in every aspect of your life, spiritually, physically, professionally. Now, how do we find a balance for a young person who is into corporate, who is, investing in her education, probably master's or something, and then I'm trying to also run or manage a business on the side. In between early mornings, late nights, pressure at work, family pressure, school assignments, deadlines, how do I make it? How do I find the balance to make it successful? Thank you.
Let me try. I want to speak a lot because these men have already spoken. When we got in, he lives very close to me, and he was telling me that very short distance. He's not seen me for a while. It's a decision you need to make. There are many aspects of your life: social, financial, health. You know what I mean. So you decide what you want. The latest I'll see outside of my house, about 99.9%, the latest I'll see outside of my house it's 8 p.m. By 8 p.m., my gate or my door is closed because I have other things I need for myself. So this is time you need to cut down social life. Time to cut down social media. The only time I'll be on social media after like 8:45 is on Friday night. Put it down, you never die. So one time I asked myself, I've been traveling up and down, and I can be in a flight for 6 hours. My phone is off. But people survive. Me, myself, I survive. I mean, you do 9 hours flight, and your phone is off. But you survive. It's not even during the night or during daytime. You fly in the morning. Get there around 6 p.m. Your phone is off, but you survive. So why can't you decide and say that instead of sleeping at 12 midnight, I'll cut that social media. Have timelines for yourself. If you invite me to your wedding, 1 hour, I'm done, I'm gone. Your funeral, 1 hour, I'm gone. So you have plan and say, I have lots of things to do. And madam, school there you go. I got late because I'm starting school with this gray beard. 3 courses this year. And I asked myself, how will you get time? No social life, no abontintina, no by heart visit without plan, no I'm bored, so come and let's go. If you're bored, I'm not bored. Are you getting what I'm saying? So we have 24 hours. Just plan them. Know that my 8 to 5 is what? Work. What happens to the rest of the time? I've been talking about how to keep fit, and then I said, one day I go to I say, but people who work 1 hour a day, they have life as well. People who have more responsibility than me, they still do it. Do you know how when I get to my office every day, 5:30 in the morning, thank God my office has a gym. 5:30 every day, Monday to Friday, I'm there. Because I've decided and say, look, it's another aspect of my life that I need to pay attention to. So when you decide, you cut off. There's I don't know whether you have that form. I shared a form for a new year. I'm a coach, so all my coaches, I share with them. It tells you your key parameters or the things you want to achieve in a year. Then you have a place where it says the things you must stop doing, the things you must begin to do, the people you must stop talking to, the people you need on board. So you plot it down, and then you go and follow it religiously. Look, if it's your boyfriend or girlfriend that you need to put structure around and say, bro, no anajuede. I can only talk to you 7 to 8:30 p.m. Done. If you don't understand, manenko. The person doesn't, align to your future goals or aspirations. So you plan the time. At a point of my life, I changed my church because I wanted a church that I can go at 6 and close at 8 and go to work on a Sunday. So you need to make some drastic decisions. You want to save money, you live in 1-bedroom house somewhere and you are crying. Nothing stops you to go back home for 1 year or 2 years because of where you are going. Because of where you are going. So it is you planning. Look, 24 hours is not enough for everybody. Even the guy who sleeps the whole day, 24 hours is not enough. There are people who sleep the whole day, but they'll wake up and say, still my brain. So you just take your time and look at the things that are very important to you. Bring them forward and make time for them. Bring them forward and my calendar is full. So immediately tell me that, we have this program, I put in my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, from somebody's funeral, everything I put in the calendar. If it's not in the calendar, unless it's, you know what I mean. So please, relax. Job first. If here you are chasing job and money and career, let it be. Sometimes at our level, probably we might not chase career. We want to chase relationship for greater future. Sometimes it's education. You need to have that priority and then decide on what you think you can invest your time in. Investment is not only money. It's a time, your energy, your resources. How do you invest them to make sure you get something out of it? Thank you.
All right. Let me ask a question to sort of wrap up everything, is there any point in time where you must say to yourself, Charlie, I've tried this thing, you know what, it's okay, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Should you ever come to a point where you say, media is not working? Or should you ever come to a point and say, look, this pursuit I'm doing, it's not working, I'm giving up on it?
Okay.
Short of giving up on yourself.
Right. Okay.
You know.
So it depends. There's no straight answer to that. Because direction is more important than speed. A lot of people are going nowhere very fast.
Mm.
So if you have the right direction, you know this direction works. This is what my intuition, my instinct, everything aligns to.
Mm.
And you have the requisite knowledge that you require to walk that direction, then there should be no reason why, if you take 20 years, you should stick to it.
Okay.
The reason is because ceteris paribus, persistence breaks resistance.
Yeah.
So if you're on the right path doesn't mean everything you have to. Do you know how long Amazon ran without making profit? Almost 10 years. Amazon that you know today, they ran every day at losses 10 years before they started seeing results, started seeing profit. So imagine you're running a company for 10 years and you are putting, it's not like startup bootstrapping with coins. So they are spending millions of dollars, and 10 years, continuous. So you go to boardroom, nothing, profit zero, for 10 years. There's not everybody that can do that. But they persisted because they knew that this is the way. So if you are sure, you know that this way is like, you cannot continue to set typewriter, you are not making sales, and you want to persist. You can stay there for 200 years because nobody's buying the typewriter because you're on the wrong direction. The world has moved from there. You see, so you have to first of all get certain things right in your direction to know that the parameters are correct. I think that you must stick to. In fact, the more reason why many times we fail is because of plan B. Because once your mind, Uncle Lebo White said that, I heard it on Joy FM years ago. Uncle Lebo White is one of my wisdom mentors personally. And he explained why certain plan Bs are actually a clog in the wheel of the progress of plan A. Because once you hit certain resistance, you start thinking, oh, then maybe in fact, then you go and start all over again with plan B. Where you were probably you were closer to your breakthrough in your plan A. I started IT, my company, with nothing. It's taken me 20 years to get here, 20 good years. And I've met enough resistance to have decided that, my guy, I think this thing, make I just forget. Let me get a job at IPMC. I'll be fine. But I persisted. So if you are sure that this is the path, maybe the right question should be, how will you be sure? But if you can be sure, I knew that this IT thing is my life. I'd rather persist there 200 years and die and still not have blown. I will still know that I was on the right path than to be oscillating, gallivanting. Today you are here, you didn't do it small, but 2 years, you've left it. Yeah, look at Bernard, consistency. Look, he's been there for, do you know when I started hearing Bernard? It's been long.
21 years.
21 years. And today he's top-notch everywhere. And I'm not saying because he's here. I've been in America having a conversation with someone and he mentioned Ben Abel. We're talking about Ben Abel as if he's there with us. And the person was saying something based on him because of something he learned from him on radio. He listened to Ben Abel from America constantly. But 20 years ago, who knew Ben Abel? It's consistency. So you cannot build anything sustainable without consistency. And the consistency includes meeting obstacles and standing there by faith, by hard work, by persistence, and maintaining that, no, this is the way. It must break. The obstacle itself is the way. In fact, if you are traveling a journey long ago, you are just going. No bumps, no road maps, no road markings, nothing. You are just going out. You should be surprised. You should park and ask questions that, what's happening?
Yeah.
Even if you are using I-95 in America, you will still see markings. You will still see slow down here, go here, and look at I-95. So I think that's the right thing. Don't give up on where you are if you are sure that that's the path. If you are not sure, go back and re-strategize. We call it business process re-engineering. You can sit there and ask yourself that, bro, what's up? Are we on the right path? Are we not? Even businesses do that, apart from individuals. There are businesses that changes, they mutate from their focus. It can be the same industry, but maybe let's not, this area vertical is not working. Yeah. Let's try. My company was hardly hit by banking sector cleanup. All my clients were banks. Built the internet banking for Capital Bank. They are most of the projects. And I lost millions because of banking sector cleanup. And in fact, it took me to debt because I was a creditor of the bank. I'm one of the creditors of the bank. And to today, our money is sitting with KPMG and PwC as receivers. And they've not paid any. They only paid depositors for politics, but for elections. But for creditors, they've not paid us till today. So I had to change my vertical. I realized that, and the reason why I was choosing banks to work with banks then was because I do, one of my trade secrets then was that I take the project and then finance it with my own working capital. My competitors want the bank to pay them advance. So Beige Bank is happy to work with me. Mike will just call me and say, oh, we've opened 5 branches. Just WhatsApp me. So they'll send me an email. Then I go to work, fill servers, build the software, do it, deploy, do everything. Then when I'm done with my own money, then I'll write to them. The audit will look at it. If IT says what I've done is satisfactory, then they send it to finance payment. So it was moving fast. Now, sometimes I'll get like 5 contracts. I'm explaining a principle why I could have closed down. Heritage Bank, Royal Bank, Capital Bank, UT Bank, Beige Bank, all gave me similar contract at the same time. And my money, working capital was not enough to execute. So I went to Seed Fund Savings and Loans to borrow money. You see, I'm mentioning names. So I'm being practical. This one, they won't teach you in class. I went to Seed Fund and Loan to borrow about 3 million to add to my capital to be able to do all those projects. I've finished the projects. I've submitted. The banks are working on paying me. I'm sitting in Liberia. I get a call that Bank of Ghana just called my company that we should shut down all the websites and all the systems for our clients. I said, Bank of Ghana doesn't have jurisdiction to go. We are an IT company. Why should we be shutting down our clients? They say, boss, you've not heard what's happening. I said, they've shut down all the banks, so BOG, emergency, something. I Googled the thing online. Boom, I'm shocked. That's how all the payments that were being processed to pay us, shut to today. Suddenly, I'm owing Compi Ghana. I'm owing Quatsins. I'm owing a lot of people. And then I was finished, basically. And I have friends who went through this thing and never recovered. Some of them are now doing Uber, some of them are doing Abochi, all kinds of things. Yeah, but persistence. Persistence. I told myself that they were chasing me everywhere. I had court injunction, seed funds came to confiscate my cars, and the MD is my friend, Albert Megwa. But when problem came, we have to collect our money. So he stepped back. I couldn't see when I go to his office again, Bernard. When I said I'm looking for Albert, they say he's in a meeting. Then he will send the Rottweilers, the boys, the recovery team. The boys I used to sort out there, they will now come and say, Big Godwin, please, we are coming to pick up your car. They came and seized some of my assets. I had to sell some things, and I still maintain by faith. This is the way. I insisted. I would pray, I'll confess, I'll sit down and meditate for like 5 hours. What's the way? How can I do it? What should I do? What should I do? Then I had to create a new product. I told my team that, look, we have lost the bank. I had about 52 employees. I downsized from 52 to 12. Everybody had to go. So now some of them, I've never called them again. People that have worked with me for years. But if I had given up, okay, plan B, I have American visa. Let me just travel and go and work. I'm a tech guy. I'm hot cake. I can just get a job, 6 figures. I'm living in Houston, and I'm fine. But that's not the way. I have persisted, and today, the problem is solved. So persistence, plan B can be a problem. If you don't have conviction, you keep vacillating, and you cannot build anything great.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're on the right path. Thank you.
Fantastic. Bernie, I think we can have you wrap up everything. We are done with the...
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we please do this better? I don't know whether to say amen or... But amen. Personally, I want to say I'm grateful. I know everyone seated here has some serious day-to-day. I know, because we've spoken about it at length. But you know what is interesting? There is something about when connected minds meet and what it does for people. The kind of gravitas it generates having good minds at the table. So I want to end with associations. Associations matter in this life. Who you hang out with determines how far you go. Look, don't joke with it. You don't need 2 wrong ties on your car to get a crash. 1 wrong tie is enough. Samson never needed 2 Delilahs to get a haircut. 1 Delilah.
Before DDEP.
One delight is enough. Look, see, all these things I keep hearing, I was just mapping the people in the conversation and what contributions they made. I say again, associations matter. Even more importantly, environments. Environments are powerful. In the beginning, I said something. Places will determine what springs or grows in you. There are certain rooms, your energy will spring. There are certain rooms that will diminish your strength. Personal testimony. My first year in South Africa, 2005, I had, sung in a church. One man came in there, was a business developer, does consulting. He introduced me to a Ghanaian who owned businesses and buildings, properties in Johannesburg. So I traveled from, Pretoria to Jozi. Now, this was in Hillbrow. Anyone who knows South Africa's architecture well, Hillbrow is not for the faint-hearted. You must have the high and mighty in your feet to live there. First night, I couldn't sleep. I squatted in the corner until I saw the following day. Now, remember, I was teaching in a college. I was earning 600 rent. My rent was 300. I paid tithe, and the rest sorts out. I walk to work. I walk from like here to Teshi every day and back. Right? Look, when he gave me that opportunity, I was moving from 600 rent to earn 3,000 rent. Look, that's a miracle. But that first day on the job, I left. Because where you are will determine what grows within you. Look, we are not designed to do well everywhere. If you are a fish, you belong in water. If you are a bird, you belong in the air. Many of us find ourselves in places that are not empowering who we are. So I said something in the beginning. This is not a motivational session. It is a place that will stretch something within you. This is why it was important. The lady said something. She feels it's not fair what people paid, because it wasn't a pay. It was just a contribution to take care of certain logistics. Because originally, this was even supposed to be free. Because if it is charged, you shouldn't pay less than 1,500, 2,000 to sit here for the whole day. Do you understand? Understand what has happened to you today. This man, and I'll come to my ladies who didn't see ladies on there. Because our ladies, unfortunately, one had an exam timetable changed for today. Queen Taya, who was Ghana's most beautiful, was supposed to be on the bill. So Taya was supposed to be here. And then one other consultant was supposed to have joined. All right? So this was supposed to really be a very involving day. But the beautiful thing about it is that people have spent, in fact, they have spent themselves to invest into you. This is only to stretch the mind. What is important is structure. The things you do daily, that gets you there. Dr. Mike Murdoch said something. He said, something you do daily will determine what you become permanently. There is a system. Someone spoke about, he wakes up 4 a.m. every day just to be somewhere at 5:30. It's a system. It's a structure. There are people who engages a mentor. Someone is speaking into them. Someone is holding them accountable. As you are, in fact, let me sound like this. As you are like this, as you are, no one questions what you do. No one queries your process. And you know what the Bible says? That a man's ways is right in his own head. Look, your plan sounds good until someone listens to it and begin to punch holes through it. Then you realize that, Sebi, why you crazy? This is why part of this program is to organize a 3-month mentoring section. A session that invites people to get in the structure. Stephen said something. He got all his coaches. I have people that are mentor, people that, guide throughout. But you see, people do it ad hoc. or face a challenge, advice back, you are not helping. Imagine being structured to go through life, having a structured response, someone you're going back to over a period of time. What will become of you? This is why we do things like this. And we are very happy that Carl Bank, all right, is partnering with us to bring a 3-month. Oh, I thought you were going to be able to give entrepreneurs, individuals, the opportunity to find a way to get themselves properly realigned. Big Godwin spoke about decisions he made, some that backfired, some that did well. But going back always to talk to people who could guide him, who is guiding you. You see, the journey of life is like a minefield. You must mind your step. You must mind where you are stepping. It is important that there is a structure around what you are trying to build. And this is why Takeoff is one of the things that we want to have as a flagship program. Every January, Chairman ACN said, January is not a fanfare, it's not a party, it's a construction site. And you must use your January, all right, to construct what you want to see for the rest of the year. Look, there are decisions to be made. You can either choose to do the default way or to have the designed way. Be intentional about what you want to do. Part of what we do, we also have partners that are willing to, have what we call paid internships. All right, so through some of these programs, there are going to be paid internships in certain aspects of industry or sectors within Ghana, which is now you doing it for free. They are paying a stipend to people. All this information we'll share along the line. And there are other activities also that are designed to ensure. Today, we're to have a team from Legon come to talk to us about some opportunities for people to actually have access to grant. So for everyone who is here or was here, who is to really go through these programs, we have your information. Because of time, we're not going to take you through all that, but we'll share the information. Unfortunately, we have limited numbers. So we want everyone to be able to pay attention to their WhatsApps and the different information that will come, respond to it as quickly as possible. It will go through a filtering process. I'm talking about the coaching program and the other programs that comes along. But from my side and the team, I want to appreciate this awesome gentlemen who are according to us. Please. Look, if they charge us, we can't pay. If not for anything, I know the rate card of my brother. It is not in CDs. At least, when he spends an hour, just like me. So look, to have him devote the entire afternoon to be here, look, I don't think we must take this for granted. So we are very grateful. Oh, can we do it better? All right. The team and I had something small prepared for them. Can we get, quickly? All right. No, Bernard, you can't run. All right. Oh, please, let's hurry. They are here and But I think we want to really, really appreciate your time you've spent with us. I've learned a lot, like so much. And I was just trying to put some together. But I know that the recordings will be, available. Oh, okay. I thought you would open it from there and then bring it one at a time for us so that we can be able to. Right.
So, Bernard, there
Yes.
was a coup we had in the holding room before you came. I think there's a need for us to do a check-in mid-year.
Oh, it's actually part of the program. So yes.
Yes, mid-year we'll do
Yes.
a check-in. And
Yes.
everybody here, you should bring 10 people. You need to just decide that you bring 10 people, each person. Right? I always say that if this man is coming, you know what I mean? Please. We'll try and drag him here again. Mid-year, but try
By
and
June.
bring people, 10 people,
Bring it
each
one at a
person.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be great.
All right. Thank you very much. So at this point, we have a citation we have for Mr. David Kweku Sechi. I think on behalf of all of us, right? Oh, the camera is. Can we have your mic? All right. I know he's not expecting it, but we appreciate the time. He was here from like 8 a.m. just to make sure that everything as we planned went well. So David, thank you. Please help me. Please take it from him. All right, thank you. All right. Then my brother, we share the same name. He's from the Volta, I'm from the East. But yes, the name Bernard means bold as a bear. Yeah. So at 23, when you were breaking those bones, on radio, look, that's what we do. For me, I've always had challenges because of my height. but they now know that he that is down, yes. Because I'm closer to the earth, I'm down to earth. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernard Kweku Agbor. All right. Okay. I have a lot to say about that because of time. Well, we are three brothers. Only. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, help me appreciate this awesome man. Chairman Stephen Uche. Okay. All right. So when I started actually pursuing understanding money, there were people I started listening to. And one friend introduced me to this man I'm about to appreciate. And listening to him, look, what we did here is nothing. We're going to have an online session to catch, because some of you should put your money somewhere because of tomorrow. So there are two of them. I'm going to draw them. We'll have an online session or in person if possible. So that by December, your money looks different. Look, even if you don't get an additional money coming from anywhere, just what you have can be planned, and you'll be amazed what it turned out to be. So help me appreciate our own Emmanuel Blanca. Thank you. Hey! The disruptor. All right. So Big Godwin and I go way back. Not too close, but we've had or maintained that level of respect towards one another. I think the other day he was asking me, Charlie, you are doing business in ministry. How do you do it? Someone asked me the same question today. I want to be very honest with you. Personally, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing what I'm doing. 3 companies, 2 jobs, plus ministry. I don't have the map, but I know one thing, that His grace is sufficient. So help me appreciate this awesome Big Godwin. Okay. So this last one, I know that it will come as a surprise, because all this that happened here is through her marvelous contribution. She did a wonderful, look, I have to say, she's been a tremendous support. So if you see a takeoff being handled here, coordinated and everything, I think you should please appreciate Nani Bernice about she's the union head for youth banking at Cal Bank. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I think that on behalf of, can I do this? Everyone on the team, all right, please come together. Come, let's appreciate you, everyone. Everyone. Please, let's do it for them. They help support and put all this together. Please don't stop until they volunteered. Some of them are my pastors from church. Some are national service persons or personnel from Cal Bank. Some work with me at Piva Beverages. Others I don't know from anywhere. But they heard about the program. That they said, Rev, we want to be a part, we want to support. Please help me appreciate this awesome team. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right? Okay. Thank you. And then finally, I want to say that for everyone who didn't know what to expect, but you took the steps. Originally, this was supposed to be a free event, but along the line, we needed to change some things to take care of some few things. I think that I want to say that we appreciate you a lot, the fact that you could step up to make this. Please invest in yourself this year. Someone is taking 3 programs just to upscale. Invest in yourself. If you hear about these things, go after it. Because I said something. What you hear will determine what you pursue. Thank you for having me. I'm very honored to be your convener. Thank you very much. All right. Please, let's appreciate our speakers, as our panel as they... Okay. All right. So I'll just want to welcome back our project administrator, Ms. Nakide, to just appreciate the sponsors and the supporters just briefly. Please put your hands together for... please do it better. Do it better. She will talk through the sponsors, what they've done for us. We have a green carpet to do pictures, and after this is networking, so meet someone you don't know. If you brought a friend, don't talk to them. Talk to someone else. Ladies and gentlemen, Nakide.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming. This was not the number we were expecting, but this was amazing. All of you. We want to thank Moguls Academy because they put this together. We want to thank Cal Bank for working with us. We want to thank Jobs Afrique, BOD, Mogul, Fruiters. They brought us free juice, value-added books. Any books that you've ever thought of, that you've ever saved on any of your social platforms, he has it. So you can see his stand outside and get the books. We've got Cocktail Digoni, their distributor. We've got Piva, the water, all the different flavored drinks, sodas. We've got Evolution Consult, Elevation Consult, Studio 29, who are our media partners, the Ghana Insider, TV Africa, Channel 1. So we want to thank all of them. Their logos are down here. We will not stop mentioning them. We will not stop thanking them on all our platforms. So thank you very much again for coming.
All right. Thank you very much. There's more drinks. There's more snacks. Please, we can go through and enjoy. Make sure that you satisfy yourself before you go. All right. Thank you.